The war between the industry and colleges has been going on for ages. Now everyone is always looking for a right platform to resolve this dispute. Quest Ingenium has provided the right platform to resolve this dispute. This was one competition that brought in engineering talents from across the country under one roof. It was a tough fight for 208 teams to prove their mettle and make it to the final 8. The competition was tough, but the participants were not the ones who were ready to give up. The challenge was to design something unique and prove that they are ready to take on the industry. They had to come up with designs as part of their final year projects, which could be tweaked and launched on a larger pedestal. It was a battle to show that even students could come up with commercially viable models which were cost effective. We just saw that tiny aircraft fly outdoors, which seemed like a very easy task. But building it was a very tough one. 4 students from Siddhaganga Institute of Technology put in efforts and hard work for 9 months to come up with this model. Now here we have soaring eagles, as they call themselves, who will tell us what exactly went into building this tiny aircraft. Yeah.
Exactly, this is an RC plane, radio controlled plane. We just control it by a 6-channel radio. This is a electric model. It's an electric model. There goes a PLDC motor. There's a servo. There's a ESC, and there's a battery to it. The thing that behind this was just a idea that let's make things fly. This was my idea that I wanted to purchase an RC plane. I went on the market. The price the person quoted me was around 28,000, 30,000. Nothing was below 25,000. So I gathered a group of people. I was like, let's take it up as a challenge. Let's fabricate something which is cost effective and get something for fun. So this is not at all a part of a curriculum. This is what we did out of our interest, out of our hobby.
Now you heard that. This was not part of the curriculum. This was pure fun, and who knew something as useful as this could be result of fun. Now let's hear from them what were the initial hiccups they faced during building this. Could you tell us what were the hiccups that you faced while
the major problem that we the main part of the plane is the wing. The wing's airfoil, the aerofoil shape, the cross-sectional shape is the main part that produces the lift in the airfoil, on the wings. Since we didn't have an nautical engineering department in the college, we lacked the apparatus to test such kind of structures. So we built our own wind tunnel, our own smoke test analysis structures in order to test our own experiments. We had our own design, we built our own design, we built the instruments, we tested it, and then we fabricated the entire model. And already as mentioned, the material used is highly robust and it can take a lot of damages. No damage till now. We have crashed into trees many times. We have crash landings. We have had failures too, but we have no damage till now.
Actually used for the onboard cameras. We can install an onboard camera over here and we can take the pictures. There are 3 views, one a pilot view and one is trapdoor view and one is radar view. We can install the mobile over here, mobile camera over here, or it must be a remote radio controlled camera also. And the second application of this is trapdoors facility. We can take the payloads, we can take the payload, insert it in this one trapdoors, and we can having a mechanism of the servo which is assisted by a servo system, and we can just drop down the locators, which are the radioactive locators, which can be used at the time of the military combat to activate the signals.
Wow, that definitely looked promising. We hope their dreams do take off and don't crash like their prototype. Just kidding though. Moving on, we had a team from BVB College Hubli who had come up with a rather interesting innovation. From flying high, it's now time to get grounded. Fire has always been a major issue in India, and firefighters find it very tough to walk into buildings with fire. So now we have something new here, a teleoperated firefighting and surveillance bot, and we have students from BVB College who have developed this. Now let's find out more about this from them. So tell us more about this. How exactly have you designed this?
Basically what first we got to know from doing literature survey was there are certain three categories of vehicles. One which fire trucks, as everybody know, and one was just a surveillance vehicle, and one was a autonomous hose mounted vehicle which is used and which is just used to extinguish the fire from outside. So when we saw Discovery Channel, there was a prototype, there's a series which had showed two separate things. One kit for a firefighter and separate kit for to carry payload. From that we got idea that we can combine these both ideas, and which would be helpful for firefighters in order to do surveillance and in order to find a better way inside, and in order to also find the victims who are trapped inside. So this is how we got the idea. Then we had proceeded with two conceptual designs. Like this was the first conceptual design, and the other one was a separate design which had 6 motors on it. So later we decided to go with this. These are the chain drives which we have built on our own, and these are the L links of aluminum. We have removed these links, outer links of chain, and we have put these links, and these are rubber shoes in order to gain traction. And these are the batteries which run these motors, and these are relays which provide the required current to these motors. And inside that's the PCB, and that's the wireless module at the end, the red light which is being shown at the end. That's the wireless module which gains the data, which captures the data from the center side and transfers it to the board. This board, I mean, it's a simple data like F for forward, B for backward, and that data is sent to the board, and board sends the further commands to the relays.
This definitely is a new innovation. If this does come true, there's a breakthrough in the field of firefighting and surveillance. So it's not about flying always. Things useful on the ground too need some fine-tuning. Talking about flying, team from Manipal College took surveillance to an all-new level with their flapping wing aerial vehicle. What you see on your screen is just a prototype, and this is going to be improvised in the days to come. What the students plan to do is hide this entire machinery inside a bird's shape, which will actually fool the enemy.
It can be used for surveillance purposes, basically spying. This whole thing can be put in the mask of a bird. So basically when it's flying above you, you won't know if somebody is spying on you, because it will just look like a bird, and it's pretty silent, very silent, so you can't guess that something is following you. So basically it's the best use is in military. It can save the lives of our soldiers. They don't have to go and check on the militants or the terrorists.
After doing a lot of research for 1.5 years, we made our first prototype, and in this semester, we are in final semester, so we made our second prototype. The cost of this is around 12,500. So it's pretty cheap compared to the other aerial vehicles which are available in our Western counterparts. So it's very cost efficient.
Now that is what we call innovation. Hats off to their vision, and we hope they fly high. Let's see what the team from Warangal had in store for us. tube light? No guys, take a closer look. You find something below that glowing tube light. Yes, that's a panel which gets charged when light falls on it and stores the produced energy in a battery which can be used to charge your mobile phones. Innovative, isn't it? This model was lauded by the judges since no one had ever come up with something this unique. Whoever thought that tube light could be used as a source of energy? Things don't end at that. The same panels can be placed in sunlight and the efficiency goes up to nearly 60%. All we could say is awesome. There were few other models that were supposed to be displayed, but unfortunately few models disappointed us, while a few others never turned up at the venue. We didn't know competition could be that scary. In the end, all that mattered was that the competition was fair and more importantly, it proved to be a perfect platform for final year engineering students to showcase their talent on a larger pedestal.
You know, there are lots of, the idea is everybody thinks of Indian engineering talent being only in some of the top 25 colleges or something like that, which is not necessarily true. And you know, there's thousands of other good engineering students all across India. So we wanted to have a means of reaching out to all good engineering students from core engineering across India in a simple and a better way to reach out. And Ingenium was the perfect solution for that.
After a tough fight, the college from Coimbatore emerged as winners. They were felicitated by the ace car designer Dilip Chabria. Wow, an awesome experience indeed. Kudos to the winners, they walked away with a trophy and 1 lakh rupees as the prize money. The industry blames the colleges in turn blame the industry. This war will go on for ages to come. But programs like this go a long way in helping students showcase their talent and resolve this very battle. With camera person Abu Bakr Siddiqui, this is Anil Bharadwaj for News 9.